Despite your best efforts, Beastslayer, a splinter of hope remains. The very seed that brought my beast into existence. The Dark Ember. Never again shall it birth a life so magnificent as the beast. Yet a residue of that power still lingers. Enough to give us a fighting chance against the ravenous Kitava. How do we obtain this Dark Ember? 3 hearts were silenced. 3 hearts must sing again, one last time. In that final flickering of life, our Savior's seed shall be born. All I need are 3 fine souls with which to stoke the flames. Shavronne of Umbra, Inquisitor Maligaro, Dodri the Dark Tongue. 3 spirits of near unfathomable resilience and vigor, freed with the beast's final exhalation. So let us begin the harvest. Shavronne has come home to Axiom. We shall give her the warm welcome she sincerely deserves.
Over here, Exile.
There's culling to be done, and I have just the foul flock in mind. I've a certain pack of vermin in mind. Stronger and more vicious than most. Track them to their home territory and wipe them out. To help you out, I'm going to share a little trick with you. A bit of thaumaturgical tracking that I picked up during my time here in Rayclast. If your quarry is nearby, it'll point you in their direction. The whole thing stinks of corruption, I know. But sometimes you have to behave like the animal you want to kill.
That would only slow me down.
Be proud of yourself, Color. Who else would be prepared to squeeze the pimples on the hindquarters of creation? Patience, Color. Our next quarry will show itself when it's good and ready.
In the court of the goddess, every man and woman is deemed worthy of redemption. Though you might be shackled by the tribulations of the past, the trials ahead offer you both freedom and glory. The future is yours, if you're bold enough to reach out for it.
That would only slow me down. Is the strongest metal of them all. That would only slow me down.
You'll not find a more renowned pirate as Whalem Rocktooth Wrath. In times when Fairgraves was still a whelp earning his sea legs, Rocktooth was prowling the Strait of Orioth in his ship, the Black Crest. It's said he built it himself, lining its hull with the bones of some great sea beast he slew with nothing but a harpoon and a bottle of rum. Never was there a more nimble, more ferocious vessel. Like that Leviathan spirit still lived and breathed in its timbers. No one sighted Rocktooth for 20 years or more, but I know where the Black Crest is. The ship graveyard, no less. Seems that Whalem Wrath might have had his last meal with Lady Mervale.
In the court of the goddess, every man and woman is deemed worthy of redemption. Though you might be shackled by the tribulations of the past, the trials ahead offer you both freedom and glory. The future is yours, if you're bold enough to reach out for it.
God bless you on this fine day, Exile. I'm in the mood for some smiting. How about you, Exile? Sadly, this holy site has fallen to the corrupted already. It's our duty to put the poor, bastard place out of its misery. The corrupted draw strength from twisted spots like this, you see. Can't be having that now. So lay about you, Exile, and quickly now. Lest Nightmare sense our cause and choose to tighten its grip on this place. We've done the faith proud today, Crusader. Vol of Thebros was just a shadow of what you'll become, Crusader. You keep on this path and God will see to that. So you and I need to talk the next time you're in town. God has plans for you, my friend. Yes, he does indeed. We all need a quiet spot in which to rest and reflect, Crusader. Had a vision you'd found such a place. Sorry to be the bearer of ill tidings, but as secluded as your current hideaway might seem, you're not out from under the malevolent gaze of corruption yet. But you're in luck. God has chosen to reveal another more pure sanctuary to me. The perfect hideout for crusaders of faith such as us. All that remains is for you and I to accept his most generous offer. Shall we take a look?
That would only slow me down. That would only slow me down.
An army is needed to win a battle. To win a war, sometimes it takes only a man, like Vorici.
A foe, feared for an eon, falls and is scoured from the pages of history.
Not you! For my life and my work, I shall not suffer this humiliation again! Be reborn! Why are you so ugly? Be reborn! You shall be remade!
A foe, feared for an eon, falls and is scoured from the pages of history.
And so it begins. My ethereal veins now run with dark ambition. Let's turn that trickle into a torrent. Let's harvest ourselves a Grand Inquisitor. Just as Shavronne's spirit chose to return to comfortable climes, Maligara's essence once again dwells in his very own chamber of sins. Though I hasten to add that Maligara's sins are not my sins. I prefer transgressions of a more natural order than does he. I'd carry you to Frisia if I could, yet I expended too much of myself when I snatched you from the jaws of Kitava. You will need to find your own path, as will I. Make the journey, and please survive it. We too have much work left to do. And so it begins.
This world is dull and ugly. An imperfect feast of sights, feelings, and smells that repulse and depress. Yet amongst this deformity I have found my sublime calling. This world may be abominable, but to an extent I can be its savior. I have been gifted with a special sight. Before me lies a blueprint of perfection, a kind of hidden beauty within skin, muscles, tendons, and organs. With a tempered hand and a sharpened blade, I will refashion, reshape, and rebirth this world. My obligation is immense, something that will, in all likelihood, consume my life. I cannot rest. My calling energizes me. Such is an artist's curse and compulsion.
Good work clearing another path through Axiom Prison. I'm starting to think those stories I've heard about you might be true. With the road to the Frisian forest clear again, I trekked through to the forests beyond to see if the strangeness we're seeing on the coast is also happening inland. What I saw nearly froze my heart solid. The animals there, poor wretches, overtaken by some sort of parasite. As close as I can reckon, they're like termites, burrowing into flesh and mind instead of wood. If I'm right, there'll be a nest somewhere, and a queen. If you can find it, destroy it. Those parasites aren't something we want to see around here anytime soon. Stay sharp out there.
Who'd have thought those bleating bastards would go and find religion, eh? Now there's nothing quite so sure to spoil a man's appetite than an ecclesiastical debate come supper time. Yet this goatman god, this Aberath, seems fair determined to mix his morsels with his spiritual enlightenments. To put no finer point on it, when the goatmen find him a soft pink human or two as divine sacrifice, he eats them, meat, soul, and all. Well, that's what the legends say.
I put you out of your misery. That would only slow me down. That would only slow me down.